So I'm like a menu planner, grocery list writing fanatic type person. I've been menu planning for several years, and it's something that is like I love to teach people about, and people are always asking, how do you do this and how do you make this work? And I will just share up front, like my biggest tip for menu planning is to stick with the same like 20 recipes and just rotate them through the month. So we eat the same thing all the time. Oh, thank you. They're, is it Zenny or Zini Optical? I don't even know how to say it. I love them. Over Christmas they were having a sale. It was buy two, get one free. So I got 3 pairs of glasses for $30, which was like awesome. And I have had so much good luck with that company. Like I've never had a problem with glasses ever. But anyway, so I was talking about, the 20 meals. So I actually have a Pinterest board. If you search me on Pinterest, jessibridges, I have a Pinterest board called, I think it's just 20 meals ideas. And there's some ideas in there to use that are simple and easy and healthy, and you can rotate them through over and over and over. Hi, Heather! And a lot of them are the ones that we use, and they're ones that are, I think, pretty kid-friendly. My kids are 5 and under. And so they're somewhat picky, but for the most part, they eat pretty much everything. Because I refuse to make multiple meals for different people. They eat what is on the table, and if they don't want to eat, then they can eat breakfast and be hungry, I guess. But for the most part, they eat. So, anyways, basically, what I do is my husband gets paid twice a month, which I think is pretty standard. And so we shop.
Oh, I can't get the table on there.
Can you ask Isaac to help you?
Can you help me with the table on there?
So we shop only on payday. So that's twice a month. That's it. That's the only time I shop. I refuse to go to the grocery store more often than that because I always have to take the kids. And it's a lot of work. But they've been coming with me to the grocery store since each of them was a newborn. So they're used to it. Hang on. Can you guys say hi?
Hi. Can I get on the phone and say hi?
Can you say hi?
I want to say hi on the phone.
You have to talk into the camera. They can see you. Can you wave?
I want to talk on the phone.
No.
You
don't want to say hi? There's Stella. Say hi.
Hi, Stella.
Can you see Stella on the phone?
Hi.
Anyway, so they're doing something with popsicle sticks right now. I really don't know what they're doing. And Stella was playing with her letters. But anyways, so I sit down like the day before payday. So payday's tomorrow. So I'm sitting down right now to write my dinner menu for the next, I don't know how many days that is. I can't even add. 15 days?
They're in there.
And then, thank you. And then I'll write a corresponding list. You can't give me hearts from this side. I'm sorry. They
side.
They watch me watch Periscope, so they always give hearts.
What side?
I'm doing a Periscope, so you can't give me hearts. You can only give hearts to people that you're watching. Yes, I feel like it's really good to have a routine. Whatever your shopping routine is, especially if you have the family with you or whatever, then they know and they understand. So we always start at one grocery store.
Out here.
Hey, can you go play with the popsicle sticks over there? We always start at the same store every time, and they know as soon as we're done getting produce, then we go to the bakery and they each get donuts. And so that's just always been our morning thing. And then the next store we stop at is Trader Joe's, and they always have in the back, they always have samples, so they'll get a sample there. And then they can look for, it used to be Joey, the kangaroo, but Joey disappeared, so now it's like a hippo or something, right, Isaac?
It's a hippo.
It's a hippo. So they get to look for a hippo while we're shopping, and then at the end, if they find the hippo, then they get a prize. So they always look forward to that day, and it's actually, it can be tiring, and then we go to Sam's Club. So we do 3 stores every time with 3 kids, and it is tiring, but at the same time, we all look forward to it because we know what to expect. So if you set the routine and you stick to it, then the kids are, we have our bad days and we have our good days, but so, what was I going to say? Okay, so I sit down the day before, and...
Mom, can you help me get the table on?
and I write my menu, and then I write my corresponding list. You need another piece. That one's all like messed up. Go get the tape thing. Yeah, well, they don't have everything I like at one store, and then I like to go to Sam's Club because I like to get some of the bulk stuff. And then Trader Joe's, obviously, like they have stuff that the regular grocery store doesn't have. So rather than making multiple trips out during the week, I just rather get it all done at one time. And everything that we shop at is right around the same area. So it's all close, and we get it done. We leave first thing in the morning at 8. And then, yeah, Trader Joe's is the best. We lived in Texas for a while, and they didn't have them, and it was really upsetting. Although they did have Aldi, and we don't have Aldi here. We're in Las Vegas. So I'm really, really hoping that we'll get an Aldi, because I miss them. But, yeah, so when I write my list, since I use the same, basically, like I said, I use basically the same 20 meals that we rotate constantly, my list for the grocery store is, like, always the same. So I still write my list because I still want to make sure that I get everything. Oh, hi, from Reno. I've only been up there one time. My husband was born in Ely, and he lived in Reno for a little bit. So he loves Northern Nevada, but I haven't really been up there that much. You saying hi still? I got the stick on. But yeah, so when you use the same meals and you buy the same food, it also streamlines the process. Because I'm not like trying a new meal, so I have to find different ingredients and things I'm not used to looking for in the grocery store. This way, I already know what I'm getting. I know exactly, we have the same route that we walk through each grocery store every time. We skip certain aisles because there's things that we won't buy on those aisles. So it makes it a whole lot easier. It's boring because we literally eat the same thing all the time. Every now and then I'll throw in a new recipe, but I don't know. It just makes life so much easier. So much easier. Hi, Evelyn. How cute. So that's pretty much the basics of how I do it. And then I just I'll flip it around and show you my calendar. I use, let's see. Hi. This is, where is it? The Day Designer. It's a Whitney English makes the Day Designer, and I got mine at Target. You can get them if you follow her on Instagram. She posts a bunch of stuff, and it's really simple. She has some really fancy ones too, but this is the one we use. So here's my just calendar for the month, and then I don't use special colors because I have to use a pencil, because if I need to like erase something, I don't know. My mom always taught me, use a pencil in your calendar and your address book, because if you need to make changes, you want to be able to erase it. So anyways,
Look at what I
so then on each day, I just write down what we're having. So we had pho on Monday, pizza and salad on Tuesday. We make our pizza here. Gumbo. Very nice, Isaac. That's cool. Here. You're going to color it? And then pork and rice tonight. So then the line means that's a new pay period. So then I'm going to start here, and I'm going to do all my meals. I only plan dinners. I know, wait, real fast before I flip it around again. Here's my list. So I wrote out my Smith's list, my Sam's Club list, and then my Trader Joe's list. We do, and that's one of our goals this year, is to not eat out as much, because last year,
Thanks, Mom.
the last half of the year, the last 4 months or so, I was pregnant. I'm still pregnant. But I had like awful morning sickness, and so I couldn't even barely go into the kitchen, because just the smell and the sight of things just makes me super. Thank you. So I was pregnant, and I had super awful morning sickness, and it was really difficult for me to cook anything. I just couldn't go in the kitchen. So we were spending a lot more time eating out than we should have. So when the year started over and we started our new budget, that was one of our goals, was to not eat out as much. So right now we have, basically we're allowing ourselves to eat out like once every pay period. So, and it has to be something that we have a coupon for, or just pizza from Domino's, because we have like if you do the $5.99 deals, you get like pizzas and chicken and stuff for $5.99. But we're trying really, really hard to just eat what we have and not go out, which is sometimes pretty difficult. But there was something else I was going to tell you guys. I don't remember what it was. Do you guys have any questions or anything? I mean, it's pretty standard. And it can be kind of hard to start, but once you get in the habit of always having your menu planned, I don't know, I can't get away from it. It's really hard for me if I don't have it planned ahead of time. And, we don't, my middle child did have allergies, dairy and eggs and soy for the first 2 years, and then at 2 he just grew out of it. So it was easier to deal with that because he was young and I was already making him kind of like separate baby meals. But I have Elijah. Can you stop crying for a minute? I have a friend who her family is completely dairy free, and her name's Becky, and she blogs at forthisseason.com, and she has all kinds of tips on there and an ebook and everything.
Hi.
And she's completely eliminated dairy from the family, which I think is crazy. I have to have cheese.
Here.
Elijah, Isaac wants to help you. Why don't you ask him to help you?
No.
Okay, so I keep the menu written in my calendar, and then what I do is each week I write on the board what we're going to have, and this is on my refrigerator. It's nothing fancy, just a whiteboard. So you can see where this is where the week ends for us, or for the pay period ends for us, so I haven't planned Friday or Saturday yet. That was last week's. So when I have it all completed, I'll write it up for the week. So everybody knows what we're having, and that way I can just glance at it and remember. The biggest challenge for me, and then if we need something, if I need to pick up something at the store, we write it down on that side. The biggest challenge for me is like if we need meat for dinner that night, is remembering to pull it out of the freezer in the morning or the night before. But I've been working on that and getting better at it. All right. My children are making a giant mess. So, does anybody have any questions or anything? So, can you wave? I try, if I forget that, like to pull out the meat, then we always have a ton of eggs and bacon. And so if that happens, then we just do breakfast for dinner, and we do eggs and bacon sandwiches and pancakes for the kids. Because a lot of times it'll turn into, oh, I forgot, we need to go eat out, but I don't want to spend the extra money. So we just kind of make do. But yeah, so anyways, that's it. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to my crazy children scream. Can you guys say goodbye?
Bye. Bye.
Can you wave? All right. I'm going to try to be on here more consistently, but I just have to come up with ideas on what to scope about. So, thank you guys. I'll see you later. Bye. Maybe not. It won't let me stop.
Down to the spoon.
Why won't it stop?